That orb is nothing to play with, y'all. It's absolutely nothing to play with. Now, first thing first, you want to grab your orb levels. And you can do that simply by going to the regular candles. You can do it on the high-ins, but sometimes when you get a gap, it's going to be a different price level than you're going to see on the regular candles. As you can see, the orb we got for the day is right here, 556.79 to 557.32, right? So that's your support level for the day. You know what I'm saying? Well, was your support level for the day. But the dope thing about it is I've been keeping up with these orb levels since Monday. So, you know, when I get them, I just post them, right? Now, the orb level we had yesterday, I didn't put because we were so close to Monday's orb that it didn't even make sense. Today, it made sense. As you can see, we touched the bottom of that orb. If you go back on the live stream, that's what I was talking about. We touched the bottom of that orb. And once it touched the bottom of that orb, it grabbed support right there on top of everything Powell has been speaking on, and it went. You're going to get that breakout above the top of that orb. So 557.32, it tested it this morning and rejected. But once you started to see it come back up, just like I told y'all yesterday, it's gone. That's resistance. That's your support and your resistance levels for the day. When it's tapping that resistance and it's trying to bust through, it's trying to make you some money. You dig what I'm saying? So that's going to be your support and it's going to be your resistance. You know, the bottom of that orb, you're going to see that and you're going to know when to get in. SPY, absolute monster today. QQQ, absolute monster today. Both of them have been running off of the orb since Monday. It went crazy last week. Telling y'all, man, that orb is not a game. And you can really look at it on any stock of your choosing to see how it plays, to see if you got support or you got resistance right there. So let's go to AMD because AMD pushed today off of that news that it had got. So I'm going to grab the order for today because I think I got the one for Monday up right here. Hold on. I'm going to start that over. I'm going to start the one for Monday. We got that order for Monday at 177.62 all the way to 174.52. And you see, it played in there for 2 days. You know, it had fell below the orb on Monday, got some support, went to go retest the top of that orb, rejected. And then the next day it traded below the orb on Tuesday. So you needed to get above. Today, finally got that support. And the crazy thing about it is you see where it went to go retest. It went straight to the bottom of the orb on Monday, 174.55. Got its support there on Tuesday. And I'm telling y'all, man, it just took a rocket ship. So today, you know, you got that news to push it. And, you know, early on, it broke the top of the orb and then it rejected and came back down. So the high today was 187.28 and it rejected. And it's been playing around since. But your entry was yesterday, man. Your entry was yesterday. Just on the technical analysis side, we're not even thinking about the catalyst that really took it there, right? So we're just talking about that. So if you're looking at AMD today, then you're looking at your support right here at 181.25. So in your mindset, you like, all right, bet. If I'm going to get an AMD, I know I need to hold above 181.25. But if it falls below 181.25, I know that it can go to 177.80 before it grabs support. So you know how sometimes you'll be in a trade and you're just simply looking at the percentage of it. You're not thinking about nothing else. Sometimes that'll fake you out of the trade. Sometimes you need to know where price is going to go. You need to know, all right, man, what's the technicals? Where is it telling me it's going to go before I cut this trade? Because how many times have you cut the trade and then it turned around and it took off on you? You know what I'm saying? Because it grabs support right there. So that's the great thing with being able to see those levels. You already know, all right, this is where it can potentially go to grab support. And if it doesn't grab support right there, then I know it's a wrap. I know it's going to get ugly for me. But as of right now, you already know, I bet. It broke the high of the orb earlier today. That's at 181.25 on AMD. You already know I need to get support right there to begin with to go back up to the highs of 187.28. And if it doesn't get support right there, then I know it could possibly go to 177.80 before it gets some support to go back up. So that's your two levels to get in at 181.25 and 177.80. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two levels that you need for it to go. Now, fast forward when we bring in the algo, I told y'all the algo is just going to tell you once it breaks that level. Let's say you had got that support at 177.80. Then you're looking at the Heikenashis to get a glimpse on the trend to see if you're on the right side of the trade and you just waiting for it to break. And when you see in short, you know it ain't time yet. You know that ain't the candle to get in on. It ain't got the momentum yet. It ain't the time yet. You're waiting for price to tell you what to do. So let's switch to the Heikenashis and see what we're looking like. All right, so we got a no wick candle pointing down. Then you know, all right, this ain't the candle for me to get in. I need to be waiting at 181.25. And when I see the candle for me to get in, that green candle with no wick start to push up, then I already know it's time for me to get in. Right now, the trend is still holding. That's why we got the entry at 177.03. If you would have got in there today on that pullback to 177.80, you'll still be good right now. But the trend is intact right now, right? All you're looking for is the support at 181.25 to push this thing back up, which we should get today. You know what I'm saying? We should get that. I don't think Powell said anything that he haven't said before. You know what I'm saying? And we see the market just continue to push, man. They do not want this thing to fall. You know, I don't want to say it's manipulated, but it's manipulated, man. And the truth is, man, stocks are meant to go up. So, you know, of course, they don't want this thing to fall. So you want to see that support come in right there. You want to see investors start to buy in. But it has a lot of support. Just got to wait and see what happens. Let's see. I just posted Starbucks not too long ago. We're trying to see if investors are going to finally get in there and stop the sell-off. And we caught the bottom of the orb right now. So bottom of the orb, 72.60. I missed that move. You know, I caught it around 72.80. So we're just trying to see what's going to happen here. We want to see a retest at the top of the orb at 73.17. If we get above that and we see the algo flip in our favor and we get that long, then you already know what it is. Now, if we look at the regular candles, just looking at the strat, right? We got a 2 down on the week. Now, what we want to see next week is to immediately go inside. If we go inside next week, then you already know it's going to push up. And if we get that inside candle to start that week out and we push up the next week, then we're looking to go 2 up and break outside to the upside off of Starbucks. So what we want to see happen next week is we want to see an inside candle that'll continue to push price up, you know, preferably to that 74, right? The last 2 orbs, we see we got support at 74. So if we can get there next week at 74 and this thing can hold inside around that 74 range, then you already know Starbucks might be something that you want to continue to swing. You know what I mean? We can start to push up. Hey, Delia, hit the link in my bio. You'll get all the indicators that I have on my charts. So, you know, check that out, tap in, and I'm going to do more of these lives. So you'll be able to see everything in real time, how it play out. MDT, another one. Medtronic. Medtronic has been selling off like crazy, and we want to see if we can finally get some support down here and start to push up. Same type of deal. We got a 2 down on the week. You see it's been selling off, man, for the last 3 weeks. It's been selling off, you know? So we're looking to see if we can finally gain some support here and start to push up. So right now we got the 2 down. Next week we want to go inside, and then the next week we want to break out. So that's another one where you can swing it. So when we're talking about swings, we're trying to catch those reversals. We're trying to catch the bottom. If we catch the bottom and you get a contract for 2 weeks, man, you go, depending on what stock it is, depending on the cost, man, you can go 100, 200, 300% or more, you know, catching it at the right time. So that's what we want to happen. We want to get the inside next week. And then that following week, We want to break outside of that inside candle, and we want to rip and get that recovery. Medtronic, like I said, been selling off for 3 weeks. Today it hit a low of 76.33. Haven't did much today. 76% of his ATR, but today if we can get a push to 77, it'll be beautiful. It'll be beautiful. Starbucks, if we can get a push to 73 early, it'll be beautiful. So we just want to see if these stocks can get these reversals off the bottom of the orb. Like I said, man, they've been selling off. We want to get that support and we want to go up. As far as Medtronic, our goal is to get to that 77.60 range. If we can get to that 77.60 range, we inside going into next week, it's going to be a beautiful move. So we just want to see that. Right now, we keep flipping. We was just long, went short. Matter of fact, we want to see this long pop up at 76.86. That's what we want to see, the long pop up on Medtronics. We want to see it at 76.86, but we got to get a push, man. We got to get a push. The market pushing right now, but like I said, Medtronic has been selling off. So, investors haven't got in there yet, man. We just got to be a little patient. John threw out that urban. Let me see where that urban went today, man. Seen a couple cats hit on that urban, man, for 100%. I know John went 50%. I just want to look at the orb of yesterday and, see what we was looking like. Matter of fact, let me look at the orb of Monday. Let me look at the orb of Monday and see what we was looking like. So if you look at this urban, the support on Monday, same thing. We was down here at 42.67 and the high was 43.19. It pushed on Monday and got above. John had caught it yesterday for the swing, and it pushed and then it retraced. But like I said, when you got them orb levels in mind, you already know where you can grab support. Look where it bounced from, y'all. Look where it bounced from. All it did was go to the bottom of the orb of yesterday, but which was the top of the orb for Monday. So you already had your support level for Monday. So you already knew, all right, man, it ain't time for me to get out of this trade yet. You know what I'm saying? It has to break this for me to really get out of this trade. So looking at it right now, bounced off the top of that orb, 43.19, went absolutely crazy today. Easily broke its orb for the day. Its orb for the day was 43.31 and the top was 43.53. Easily broke that. You know what I'm saying? Easily broke that. But Urban went absolutely crazy. Salute to John on that one, man. That was a banger. Patience called Amdat. Let me look at Amdat real quick. Man, same thing. Let's go to Monday. I'm telling y'all, going to Monday, we had an orb low of 243.13 to 245, right? And, it tried to break above that orb high and it played around. So it just ranged for that day. Really didn't do much until Tuesday. Tuesday is where it grabbed its steam and, it broke out above that orb high and, started to push from there. It ranged in this orb for that day on Tuesday, but you would have already got your entry. You know what I'm saying? You would have already been in there on AMAT. So, you could play through that range. All you was looking for was a break to the upside. And by the end of yesterday, it got above that orb high and closed, right? So today, all it did was go to the orb low, which was what? Near Tuesday's orb high. So that's where your support was. Bounced off of there and continue to push. And today it got a $3 run. It hit a high of 255.62. Today was a good move. So you just gotta be a little patient, man. You just gotta be a little patient when it comes to these trades. Let me see. J&J. John called it J&J. Let me look on Monday. We fell below the orb, right? Rejected the orb high, fell below, and created that next orb for Tuesday and grabbed support right there. So pretty much what I'm trying to do on MDT and Starbucks, trying to grab that support right there and push up. Now that's going to take time, especially when they selling things off. It's going to take a little time, right? If you would have got your entry yesterday, you would have been sitting nicely to let it test and do what it was going to do for the day. Yesterday, it grabbed the support off the orb low, broke above the orb high, and it went. Easily went to the orb low today, grabbed support, and it just broke up. And if you look at it, the orb low today was near what? The orb high Monday. You know what I'm saying? Broke above that level and it went. All you looking for is the algo to tell you, all right, man, it's go time. So if we're looking at the 15 minute today, it gave that go time at 146.63. But John caught a banger on that, man. Salute. That J&J went. That was a great trade. So it don't take much, man. It don't take much. All of it is just price action. You gonna make your money trading that orb. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Trying to tell y'all. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the channel and you're not in Fly Capital already, make sure you join Fly Capital. Hit the link in my bio to join, get a free trial. You can use all of the indicators that I provide. You're going to get your hands on trades from John and Patience. And if you know, they're going to give you bangers. So make sure you tap in. But it's money to be made trading that orb, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, man. Let me take a look at Tesla real quick. Man, Monday, the orb high was at 249.27 and the low was at 245.88. Got your support level right there. All you looking for is that support off the orb low, and it's game time. Tesla's been getting a lot of good news. That was a no-brainer. It tried to bust out the bando on Monday, but it rejected. But you see where it bounced from. It bounced off the orb high, and once it bounced off the orb high, the next day, your orb low was right above the orb high. You got support right there. And you see it just trended up. All yesterday, just trended up. Fast forward to today, same thing. Same thing that happened yesterday happened today. It went and tested that orb low, came down a little bit, grabbed support, and started to push up to the orb high to reach the next level, which is now testing at 265.72. Let me see what the bank's doing. City got earnings coming up. Man, I'm mad at myself about City, y'all. Told y'all, man, the banks was to look at yesterday. I dropped the ball, man. I dropped the ball. Saw everything on that Orbi, same thing. So we go to Monday, saw them orb levels, man. Gave you everything you wanted, everything you needed. So orb high was at 64.84, right? Orb low of Tuesday, was right there. And I think I posted about City. I think that was Monday. Posted about City and no, that was yesterday. Hold on, was it? Oh, it might have been Monday. Hold on, let me see. Oh, it was yesterday. It was for Powell. All right. So Monday is when it got cracking on City, and yesterday is when it broke out. Yep, because it was near the orb high already. You know what I'm saying? Broke above that, man, just went ham yesterday. It just pushed yesterday. And today was just a slight continuation. But, yesterday was massive. And the thing about City, when you trade in those smaller tickers like City and it moves $1 and some change, you're going to see 100%. Telling you right now. You might see more. Might see about 150 or more, when you catching something like that. So yesterday, if you grab the 66 and with it going to 66.98, yeah, you was going 100% or more.